My journey into reading. Most people have a good sense of the role that both their teachers and family have played in their education, and especially in learning to read. My story is no exception to this. Growing up, I remember always having plenty of materials readily available to read. My dad reading favorite stories to my sister and I every night, and making frequent library trips. When I started school at St. Mary's, my mom was told that I would be reading by the end of kindergarten, and I was. This feat proved unbelievable to Gramsy, my great-grandma. But after reading 2 stories to her, she was convinced that I had not memorized them and was really reading. Through the rest of school, I continued to love reading. Some of my favorites included Clifford and Amelia Bedelia. Several things fostered this love for reading even more. One fond memory of first grade is the elephants we had with our names and how many books we had read written on them. These were all around the room, and prizes were given out for reading certain numbers of books. Programs like Book It and being able to publish our own stories in 4th grade continued to strengthen my joy of reading. As I continued through school, I continued to love reading and enjoyed reading stories by my favorite author, V.C. Andrews. I could often be found with the book in hand in between classes and on the school bus ride home. I did, however, have a hard time reading when it was required of me. I did not like reading something for a class when I was told when to have each chapter completed, and struggled to complete such tasks. This continues to be an area that I struggle with today, and hope that I can help my students to enjoy reading for both pleasure and learning. I view reading as essential to a child's education, and have tried to foster a love of reading in my own daughter by reading to her daily and to making frequent library visits. As a future teacher, I hope to make learning fun for my students, just like my 5th grade teacher, Mrs. Arnold, did for me. Through my story, it is easy to see that impact that both family and teachers have had on a developing reader. As a parent and future teacher, I hope to instill the great love of reading that I have into my children and future students. My family always has and always will play a major role in my life, and I wouldn't have it any other way.